Dippack Mistri spent a Thursday afternoon in Spain, fell into a lucid rest, and ended up on a terrace with a Himalayan sage, which, honestly, raises the bar for what a siesta can accomplish. That encounter is the heart of today's episode. We're going into Yogi Nidra, consciousness expansion, and what the tradition actually says about where the mind's boundaries end and something larger begins.
Let's start with that terrace in Spain.
The central question here is deceptively simple. What is consciousness expansion? And is it actually what seekers think it is? The post works toward an answer by grounding the abstract in a direct experience.
The account comes from the Yoga of Death, Book 1, and it's specific. On a fateful and gracious Thursday afternoon on the 25th of September 2014, as usual, I rest in bed, as it is termed Yogi Nidra. Suddenly, I become aware in lucidity Swami Rama as a siddha sitting beside diagonally to my left and facing me, with me on a terrace chair.
What follows is physical and immediate. The Swami places his hand on the writer's face, and the skull expands and contracts 3 times, described as a balloon inflating and deflating. The upshot is that consciousness expansion isn't metaphor. It's something the body registers.
And the post doesn't leave it as a curiosity. It reaches for precedent. Ganapati Muni receiving Diksha from Sri Bhagavan Ramana in a Ganapati temple, Sri Yukteswar appearing to Yogananda in Mumbai with guidance kept from the audience, Ramana appearing to Paul Brunton remotely in the UK. None of them, the post notes, deliberately sought such contact.
That pattern matters to the argument. The post is careful to say these states are real and useful. They can carry genuine guidance, but they occupy what it calls a kind of halfway house between matter and spirit, not the destination.
There's a correction built into the whole piece. What we call consciousness expansion is more precisely mental expansion. The seer is still present. The witness is still there. Consciousness itself isn't what's stretching.
The post puts it directly. Find out who the seer is traced to its source. This source is the true consciousness expansion, the self. Everything else, including the terrace with Swami Rama, is pointing toward that, not replacing it.
So the pufferfish breathing was the tutorial, not the graduation.
Exactly. And the post closes by naming the real work, transcending the seer altogether, not accumulating expanded states. Abiding in the self is what it calls the summum bonum.
The terrace, the balloon skull, the Himalayan sage, all of it in service of a fairly austere conclusion. The expansion you're chasing is still the mind.
And the invitation is to keep tracing inward from there. More to follow.